let's find the value of x raised to the power of 2023 plus y raised to the power of 2023 plus z raised to the power of 2023 for x plus y plus z equals to 3 and x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 3. So we're given x plus y, okay? We're given x plus y plus z equals to 3, okay? And also x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 3. And we want to find the value, that is, we want to evaluate x raised to the power of 2023 plus y raised to the power of 2023 plus z raised to the power of 2023. Now, the first thing we need to do is to recognize one of the algebraic identities known as square of a sum. So let's use square of a sum. Square of a sum. So in this case, we have x plus y plus z. Okay, so the square of a sum in this case will be the square of x plus y plus z. And if we expand this identity, we're going to get x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy xz plus yz. Then we can now substitute the values of x plus y plus z and x squared plus y squared plus z squared, okay, into this, okay? So we know that this will be 3 squared equals to x squared plus y squared plus z. This will be 3, then plus 2, open parenthesis, xy plus xz plus yz. This is 9 equals to 3 plus 2 bracket xy plus xz plus yz. So this will come here, so that this will be 9 minus 3 equals to 2 bracket xy plus xz plus yz. Now this is 6 equals to 2 bracket xy plus xz plus yz. Okay, so if we divide both sides, okay, if we divide this by 2, this will be 3 equals to xy plus xz plus yz. So we now have 3 equations. We have x plus y plus z equals to 3. Then we also have x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 3. Okay, and this also, we also have xy plus xz then plus yz equals to 3. So these are the 3 equations we have after we substituted the values of x plus y plus z and x squared plus y squared plus z squared into this, into this identity. All right, so now we have these 3 equations and we want to find the value of this. So what we need to do now is to apply one of the there's what we call cubic polynomials. Okay, when it comes to cubic polynomials, when it comes to cubic polynomial, we can have p alpha equals to, okay, the constant in this case will be 1. So in this case, so p alpha equals to alpha minus x bracket alpha minus x, then bracket alpha minus y, then also multiply by alpha minus z. But what is important here is that we need to understand that the sum of the squares of x minus 1, y minus 1, plus z minus 1, okay, for questions like this, okay, because we want to obtain the value of x raised to the power of 2023 plus y raised to the power of 2023 plus z raised to the power of 2023. So now what we need to do is, so when we expand this, okay, this is going to be x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus 2xy xz, okay, plus yz, then plus 3, okay, plus 3. So the expansion of this will give us this. And already, because we just obtained the value for xy plus xz plus 3z, and that is equals to what? 3. And because we need an expression or an identity which contains xy plus xz plus yz. So if we expand this is what we're going to get. And we know already that x squared plus y squared plus z squared is what? 3. Let's not forget that this is the first equation and this is the second equation, while this is the what? Third equation. So which means that this will be x squared plus y squared plus z squared. That will be 3 minus 2 brackets xy plus xz plus yz. That's also what? 3. Then plus 3. This will be equals to 0. So which means that if we have the sum of the squares to be equals to 0, so we can say since the sum of the squares is equals to, or sum of the squares is 0, all right? So it means that x minus 1, okay, squared will be equals to 0. Y minus 1 is also squared, is also equals to 0. And z minus 1 squared is also equals to 0. And we know that in this case, the value of x will be equals to 1. The value of y will also be equals to 1. And the value of z will also be equals to what? 1. So which means that to obtain the value of x raised to the power of 2023 plus y raised to the power of 2023 plus z raised to the power of 2023. So we want to obtain x exponent 2023 plus y exponent 2023 plus z exponent 2023. Then that means we're going to have 1 raised to the power of 2023 plus 1 again raised to the power of 2023 plus 1 again raised to the power of 2023. Now, and we know that when we have a positive number raised to the power of a positive, an odd positive integer, because this is an odd positive integer, 2023, then it will always be what? Positive. So in this case, 1 raised to the power of 2023, that will be 1 plus 1, then plus 1. So therefore, we have x raised to the power of 2023 plus y raised to the power of 2023 plus z raised to the power of 2023, okay, will be equals to 3. And this is our final answer. That's our answer to the question. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Bye-bye.